Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading, finding out what messages come through with the cards that come out in today's reading for you. So let's begin. Let's find out what comes through. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for today's reading. So the first card that we have is the King of Pentacles. You do have some earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus. We have a Ten of Swords. And we have the Hierophant, which is more Taurus energy. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So with the Three of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck, I do get a working energy. I do feel like there is a sense of really trying to put in work towards making something work. I do feel like this is also a very collaborative effort, which means that there is effort being put into things on both sides. I do feel that way. But with this Three of Pentacles, I also get that this could be also about having something happening in the workplace. And we have the King of Pentacles showing up over here with this energy over here. I do feel like you could be dealing with a person who is older than you. I do also feel like this person could just be in a space where they are doing quite well for themselves as far as on a professional level. I do feel like there is also a lot of maturity that's also possible with this person, and for that reason I do feel like they seek something stable, something that's going to be solid. And I do feel like when it comes to this connection, there is a feeling of stability that they get from you and from this connection. And I do feel like it makes it easier for them to really believe in it, to be able to really commit to it. And I do feel as though with this Ten of Swords though, that this is about being at a space where there is an ending. And I do feel like there could have been an ending, or there is currently one that is happening right now. But this Ten of Swords happening over here, I do feel like this is where things are reaching this ceiling. This is the worst it can get. And I do feel as though there could be a separation, or they could even just be an ending as far as being able to be in contact with someone and lack of communication on both sides. But I do feel like with this Ten of Swords, it's a bit of an unexpected energy. I do feel as though with this Ten of Swords though, there is a sense of also getting more clarity in a situation with someone, being able to really see their true colors and their true intentions as well. So I do feel like he could be either of those. But with the Hierophant, again, I'm getting this energy of being very open to the idea of commitment. And I do feel like there is action behind being able to actually have something that is going to last for the long term, and something that is going to also be like a commitment. I do feel like with that Ten of Swords showing up over here, that you could be in this space where there is a desire to cut someone off. But I do feel like there is also this energy of wanting to be able to have something more serious, something more solid. And I do feel like with that Ten of Swords, with that ending or this cutting off, there is a sense of not getting what is expected or hoped for on your part. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the Queen of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse. So with the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, I am getting a sense of gaining a lot of clarity in a situation with someone. And I also feel as though there's also a lot of communication that's happening, which is leading to a sense of clarity and also being able to see the bigger picture with somebody. I do feel like with the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, that can be coming in as information that has been withheld from you. And I do feel like it's also giving you a lot more clarity as far as having something to go off of in this connection. So I do feel like there's a lot of honesty, as well as perhaps a confession or an admission of some information that may have been withheld for some time. But I do feel like there is a sense of the right timing being at play when it comes to being able to find out some truths in situation. With that Ten of Swords showing up over there, I do feel like this is about being able to also gain a lot more clarity as far as the people around you and also who you can trust and what their intentions are. And I do feel like with that, things are changing quite a lot in this connection. I also feel like this is also, as far as other connections, this could even be on as far as work and people who you work with as well. Because with this page, this Ace of Pentacles, this is a new opportunity. I also feel like it's a new beginning. And I feel as though this is also one that's going to impact you when it comes to your finances, your career, your professional life. And I feel like this is a positive opportunity. With this card showing up underneath this King of Pentacles, I do feel like with the King of Pentacles showing up, this is a very supportive energy. And I feel like it's supportive in all the practical ways. I also feel like this is about being able to win over somebody who has a lot of, they have a lot of influence in a way that's going to also be able to lend itself towards being able to open doors. And I do feel like this King of Pentacles is actually a pretty protective energy, and I do feel like when it comes to somebody in your life right now, you have someone in your corner. You may or may not be aware of it, but I do feel like you have this person in your corner, and I also feel like there's a desire to also make you an offer with this Ace of Pentacles. But I do feel like with this Ace of Pentacles that this is the breakthrough that comes through when it comes to that Ten of Swords, and that being able to experience a difficulty, but I also feel like a lot of clarity comes from that. So I do feel like there is an opportunity to experience a new beginning, a fresh start that is being offered. But with this Page of Pentacles showing up over here, I do feel like this is the initial phases of being able to start something. And I do feel like when it comes to having had come out of a previous situation, it may have been one that had a huge impact on you. And I feel as though this Page of Pentacles showing up over here, this is about really being in it more intentionally, and also wanting to be able to have a start that is more promising, and also lending itself towards being able to have a solid foundation in a commitment or in a connection with somebody. So I do feel like there is also desire to have something that's going to last and something that's going to be strong and solid. So with this Page of Pentacles, I do feel like the person you're dealing with, and I do feel like it is coming after some kind of a heartbreak as well with this Ten of Swords. There's a new beginning here with this Ace of Pentacles. I feel like it's more promising, and I do feel like it also shows you why the other one could not continue. It's also giving a lot of clarity, a lot of insight into why previous experiences didn't work out the way that you may have hoped. And I do feel like it's making you wiser. And with this Page of Pentacles, I do feel like this is also a bit more of a more reliable energy. So I do feel like it's also a great start. I do feel like there's a strong connection here. I do also feel like it's a very, the person you're dealing with and the situation is just one that is going to be able to be more it flows more smoothly. I do feel like the person you're dealing with could be a person who's quite diligent and somebody who's more dependable and reliable. You have a Queen of Swords, and with this Queen of Swords showing up over here, this is about knowing what you want. I do feel like with the Queen of Swords that there is a very clear and direct path when it comes to being able to get what you want and taking action towards it. And I do feel like with the Hierophant showing up over there, there is a very committed, all-in kind of energy. And I feel like with this Queen of Swords, that this is also representing somebody who has had their fair share of experiences in the past and has learned from them. And I do feel like this is about being able to really carry that wisdom from past experiences moving forward in a way that works for you. I'm going to clarify these cards. We have finances and career. We have wedding. And we have chemistry. At the bottom of the deck, we have a heart-to-heart conversations. So I do feel like the conversations that you have with the person that you're dealing with, as well as the person you're working with, I do feel like they are quite influential as far as where things are headed and being able to have progress. I do feel like they're very meaningful, they're very deep, and they contribute significantly to your connection. With the finances and career, I do feel like this is an energy of where this person that you're dealing with is at. I do feel like the finances and the career have a huge role to play and are also very important when it comes to being able to have that in place for this person in order to be able to show up right in this connection. And I do feel like with that King of Pentacles, this is a person who is in a space where they are on top of that. So I do feel like you could be dealing with somebody who's quite established. I also feel like there is a huge significance or importance that they place on work, and they may be somebody who really goes all in when it comes to also their work, and they could even be a little bit of a workaholic. But I feel as though it is because of the importance of being able to really provide. We have wedding, and with the wedding card showing up over here, I'm getting this pertaining to the Page of Pentacles. With this Page of Pentacles, I do feel like there is a sense of having intentionality towards being able to have something that's sustainable and that's going to go the distance. So I do feel like with the wedding card, there's a desire to be able to reach a goal through this connection. And I do feel like this wedding card is also symbolizing being able to experience a new level of commitment in your connection. And I do feel like there is also going to be the opportunity to have celebrations for this connection, and I feel as though there is an end to a difficult period in this connection with that Ten of Swords showing up here. So there is a sense of really entering into a new level of commitment. And with the Hierophant is also the sense of being very committed and being all in. And I also feel as though there could even be some talks about possibly moving things to the next level, which can also involve being able to enter into a union like a wedding or a marriage. Do you feel like there is a sense of also feeling as though you have met the person or the one for being able to explore that with? We have chemistry. I do feel like there's a lot of traction on both sides of this connection. I also feel like on a mental level, you also complement each other and get each other. And I do feel like there's strong attraction here because of that. Do you feel like there's a connection over here that is going to work out, especially towards being able to achieve your goals, be that relationship goals, and even on a professional level? I feel like there's also a lot of promising energy for being able to experience doors opening. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.